Our next guest, joining us from Boston, is Frank Schaeffer, the best-selling author of Crazy for God, How I Grew Up as One of the Elect, Helped Found the Religious Right, and Lived to Take all, or almost all, of it back. He's the son of the late evangelist Francis Schaeffer, considered himself a lifelong Republican. He voted for John McCain in 2000. McCain even endorsed one of Schaeffer's earlier books on military service. But on Friday, Frank Schaeffer published an op-ed piece in the Baltimore Sun, excoriating McCain for, quote, feeding the most unhinged elements of our society, the red meat of hate. The op-ed is entitled An Open Letter to John McCain. Frank Schaeffer joins us now from Boston. Welcome to Democracy Now!
Thank you, Amy.
It's very good to have you with us. Do you by chance have the letter in front of you?
Yes, I do. I have it right here. What would you like to hear?
Could you read it to us?
Sure. This is the op-ed. John McCain, if your campaign does not stop equating Senator Barack Obama with terrorism, questioning his patriotism, and portraying Mr. Obama as not one of us, I accuse you of deliberately feeding the most unhinged elements of our society the red meat of hate, and therefore potentially instigating violence. At a Sarah Palin rally, someone called out, "Kill him." At one of your rallies, someone called out, "Terrorist." Neither was answered or denounced by you or your running mate, as the crowd laughed and cheered. At your campaign event Wednesday in Bethlehem, PA, the crowd was seething with hatred for the Democratic nominee, an attitude encouraged in speeches there by you, your running mate, your wife, and the local Republican chairman. Shame. John McCain, in 2000, as a lifelong Republican, I worked to get you elected instead of George W. Bush. In return, you wrote an endorsement of one of my books about military service. You seem to be a man who put principle ahead of mere political gain. You have changed. You have a choice. Go down in history as a decent senator and an honorable military man with many successes, or go down in history as the latest abettor of right-wing extremist hate. John McCain, you are no fool, and you understand the depths of hatred that surrounded the issue of race in this country. You also know that post 9/11, to call someone a friend of a terrorist is a very serious matter. You also know we are bitterly divided in this country on many other issues. You know that, sadly, in America, violence is always just a moment away. You know that there are plenty of crazy people out there. Stop. Think. Your rallies are beginning to look, sound, and feel and smell like lynch mobs. John McCain, you're walking a perilous line. If you do not stand up for all that is good in America and declare that Senator Obama is a patriot fit for office and denounce your hate-filled supporters when they scream terrorist or kill him, history will hold you responsible for all that follows. John McCain and Sarah Palin, you are playing with fire, and you know it. You are unleashing the monster of American hatred and prejudice to the peril of all of us. You are doing this in wartime. You are doing this as our economy collapses. You are doing this in a country with a history of assassinations. Change the atmosphere of your campaign. Talk about the issues at hand. Make your case, but stop stirring up the lunatic fringe of haters, or risk suffering the judgment of history and the loathing of the American people forever. We will hold you responsible. So that was the piece, and it got quite a response, actually. I've been swamped with email, and encouragingly, most of it favorable.